everyone, it's Merja here. Good to be here with you today. It is first week of January. I hope you're all failing forward with your New Year's resolutions. Don't be too hard on yourself, and just make sure that you are congratulating yourself for the things that you are doing well. So let's start with the year with a little bit of positivity. So let's jump into the questions. Number one, I don't think I have. Oh no, I have a couple of questions from people who are with their own names, so they're not anonymous. So question number one, I find it hard to set goals that are aligned with where I want to go in life because people around me try to talk me out of it. I was asked to set more realistic goals and goals that they think are more appropriate. Merja, what is your experience in pushing through disagreeing voices from others to establish where you are today? Okay. Number one, it's your life. If your goals are realistic or if your goals are unrealistic, you will find out. The world will reflect that back to you. You don't need to be put down by others' fears, because they might actually be fearing this situation themselves, which might be just a question that, or a simple thing that they're projecting onto you, what they feel that they can't do themselves. Just because they feel like they can't do it doesn't mean that you can't do it. So let the world show you how realistic your plan is by going for it. Obviously, if you're not sure and you want to bounce that off somebody, don't bounce it off of a person who hasn't achieved that goal themselves. So find a person who's achieved the goal and ask them, hey, do you think what I'm trying to do is realistic? You know, is there something, do you have a couple of pointers? So talk to the people who've achieved what you want to achieve and who has whose opinion you trust and respect, and then take it from there. Then, you know, assess whether your goal is a realistic one or not. How have I got through this? Just purely focusing on the voices and the opinions of people that have already achieved what I'm setting out to achieve, or whose point of view I trust, the person who I trust, the person who I respect. Just go with that. One of the most important things, so there are 5 areas of mentoring that, for example, us professional mentors and coaches should be working on, but us professional mentors work with. And those 5 areas of mentoring are, number 1, your vision and direction. Number 2, your strategies to get to the vision and direction. Number 3, your skills to fulfill those strategies that will bring you to your vision and direction. Number 4, your environment, having a positive environment so that you can both learn new skills, fulfill those strategies to get you where you want to go, and also to keep you going even when things get tough, because whenever you're changing something, you're going to be challenged. So you need to have a positive environment, both physical environment and people environment, for you to be able to get there as positively and with as good momentum as you possibly can. And number 5, mastering your personality psychology. Sambo, sweetheart, can you go and scratch yourself somewhere else? Thank you. Good boy, Sambo. Good boy. So people environment is one of the most important things in your quest to learn new things. If you don't learn new things, you're unable to set new strategies. And if you don't set new strategies, you'll always get what you've always gotten in life. So if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. So it's super important to have the supportive environment in that way. So stop asking for input from people who are not going to give you that input. Or also, if they're volunteering their advice, you can say, thanks very much for the advice, and move on. You don't have to buy into the advice. It's your choice whether you take on the advice or not. And if you don't want to take it on, just say, thanks very much. I appreciate that. And then if they bring it back, or you didn't do this, what I told you to do, you can just say, well, I didn't agree with it. I appreciate your feedback, and I respect your, honesty and everything, but I don't agree with you. So therefore I'm going to do what I'm going to do. So if you want to continue to give me unsolicited feedback, then this is likely to happen again. But I will ask you when I want your input, absolutely, because I appreciate you. So that's how I've gotten to where I am. Not that I'm at the end all and be all of everything, but I have a very comfortable life and I love my life. And even though we're having a hard time right now with all the fires and all the losses from last year and so on, even though life is really difficult, it's still more fantastic than not.